Yo, what's up guys? I got a LU game actually because this happened on PO against my fellow YouTuber, fucking faggot, WePWNPokemon. Yeah, that's his name. You should all subscribe to him because he uploads quality videos and some PO lives as well. He also uses my team, which is the team I'm using, so he obviously knows all about it. I don't know about his because I don't know, I think he wanted to use this team against me to test something out, but apparently he already used this team to hit #1 on the ladder. So, yeah, I don't know what to expect here because, well, he's got a Gastro, Kabutops, Entei, Druddigon, Bisharp, and Rotom Cut, as you can see on the right side on the log. And I'm definitely predicting the Druddigon lead, so I thought I would be leading off with Rhydon, because that seems like a good option. And I think that's actually what I end up doing. Now, he actually does something different, and he leads off with the Rotom Cut, which is bad for me, obviously, but I'm going to out-predict him first turn, and I'm going to get my Stealth Rocks up, predicting him not to go for a Leaf Storm, because if he did that, Rosale would pretty much have a safe switch in to set up hazards. So I get them up no matter what, and I predicted him first turn, so that works very nicely for me. I get my Stealth Rocks up, and now he's going to switch, and he has nothing to take an Earthquake. So that's what I'm going to go for right here. I'm going to go for an Earthquake, and I catch the Gastrodon on the switch in to do a whopping 65. So I know he's specs, but I'm thinking, okay, right on run speed, so I'm probably faster than this. And I decided to take the risk and go for a Mega Horn on the off chance that he goes into his Rotom Cut. But he turns out he outspeeds me, and after the battle, I actually checked it, and he outsped me by 1 point. So he knew that he would be faster. That's why he kills me off right here. Now, I'm gonna get a free switch into my Sceptile because I don't want to go into my Roselia because it lures his Bisharp, which is a big threat to my team. Now, he has stuff to take this in the form of Druddigon pretty much, and I predicted the switch out, but he made a good play, and he went for a sub. Now I go for Giga Drain, predicting him to stay in, but he makes a nice play and switches to Druddigon, predicting that. So he came back from that little Stealth Rock versus Volt Switch incident. And I thought this would do a little bit more, but I guess not, and I needed damage on this thing because Entei will be my key member because Gastrodon is already weakened. So, Hitmonchan is out of here. I know I'm faster, so might as well just go for a Drain Punch and kill this thing off. I have no reason not to go for a Drain Punch. So, he's got things left. He's got a Rotom, and he's got Gastro, he's got Bisharp, and he's got, I forgot what he had left. But nothing really appreciates taking one, so he goes into Rotom, he tricks the Scarf, he makes a very nice prediction, he predicts my Roselia, and now I'm Scarf. He has an Eviolite, which really doesn't matter, but at this point he knows he can switch up moves, so he's definitely going to go for a Volt Switch. My Rhydon is dead, so I cannot predict the Volt Switch and then bait out the Leaf Storm to lower its special attack or maybe get a free switch into Entei. So what I'm going to need to do is just stay in, take the Volt Switch, and set up a layer of Spikes because I'm locked into it, and I'd rather be locked into Spikes than anything else. He does get the free switch into Bisharp, which is all he wanted, and I did not want to do that switch into Entei because I would take a lot from the Volt Switch. He actually outsped me right there, as you can see, with the priority. I thought I would be faster. I went for a Mach Punch, but he outsped me after taking me out with Iron Headed plus Sucker Punch combination. So, yeah, I think at this point it's game because he's got I got 3 Pokemon, he got 5. He clearly has the upper hand, and Gastro, pretty much every time he comes in, he gets a kill. Because my Alomomola easily gets to a kill by that thing. But I know that my Entei also gets a kill once his Entei is below 50, because my Flurblitz is Choice Bandit, and it's going to do a fuck ton to that Entei even though it's resisted. So he also knows that Bisharp will probably sweep my entire team, because it's the only thing he has to take extreme speed from. He actually goes into Kabutops. I forgot he had this thing first. And I'm able to hit that with a Flare Blitz, do some nice 30%, and now I'm gonna go to my Alomomola because he's definitely gonna spin. He needs Entei in order to take my Entei on, at least for the first stages of the battle. I went for a Toxic, predicting the switch to Gastro, and he made a good play. He went for a Swords Dance, and yeah, at this point he's gonna go for a +2 Stone Edge, doesn't kill me, and I'm able to kill it off with a Waterfall. Now, I'm gonna go for Protect because I need Leftovers, Recovery, and Regenerator in order to possibly take a future hit from Gastrodon. And I'm gonna have to fodder off my Roselia, or at least switch it in and get probably another opportunity for his Bisharp to come in, because if I let my Alomomola die, I pretty much lost the game. I need to preserve Alomomola and Entei to win this game. So Rosella's Scarf is probably my most expendable thing, and it really is meant to take it from Rotom Cut anyway, so I'm gonna go into it. He goes for Volt Switch. He's gonna go into his Bisharp, which is, well, the second time it happens in this match. He's playing this very well at the moment, actually. And he makes a double out into his Rotom Cut, predicting my switch to Alomomola, which works out, but I don't care. I can just protect and just regenerate all that health back, so that actually kind of helped me in the process. He does kill me off right here with the HP Fire, but I know my Entei is faster. So he's gonna switch into his Entei, and I'm gonna get a nice 53% off on that thing. Now I don't want to risk the Stone Edge because we might speed tie, and he goes for an extreme speed, knowing that I would probably switch out, fearing that. So I go into Gastron, and I knew he would switch out, so I get my Entei in for free, and something has to die on his team. So this was a very ballsy doubles. Well, not ballsy because extreme speed really did not do anything to Alomomola, and it was pretty obvious that it would switch. Plus Entei outspeeds every single switch in of his. So he knows he has to sack something, and at this point he decides to go into Entei because he seems the most expendable thing on my team, because Alomomola walls it, my Entei can take it out anytime soon. So yeah, he now realizes it wouldn't be good for him to sack Kabutops as he did, but in honesty, if I had stayed in and he would have gone for Swords Dance, I would have left that thing with like 15% or something. So Life 4 plus Alomomola just wrecking it would be just fine. Now I know that I'm gonna need Entei to beat through his Rotom Cut. So if I go for an extreme speed, the Flare Blitz, I know that I'm gonna die with the Sucker Punch and my recoil for my own move. So I'm gonna be forced to switch out. And he made the conservative play. He went for Sucker Punch. I would have done the same thing, so it's not even a big deal. He goes for SD. I go for Waterfall. He could have switched at any point to Gastrodon to get the Storm Drain boost and just annihilate me. But he wanted to set up with this thing because, well, if I killed off this Gastrodon with my Entei, pretty much this Bishop would have to get a crit, and it was overall safer for him to set up all the way and potentially kill my Alomomola, as he does right here with a whopping 65% with a Sucker Punch. And in my opinion, this is what turned out to be the crucial play of the game, because I go for Wish, and he should have Swords Danced and then Sucker Punch again, because he would probably have killed me, or maybe even stall out a little bit more, because he has Leftovers Recovery, and a +6 Sucker Punch would probably do around, I don't know if that actually kills, but it would do pretty much around 90%, so that would have been very good for him. He would pretty much knock my Alomomola out, and he probably would have lived 2 more waterfalls if he kept doing that because of leftovers. So yeah, he fucks up this turn, he switches to Gastrodon. I get a free Wish, and at this point I think I have a plan right here. I'm gonna gauge damage first. I think I'm gonna go for Protect. Yes, I do. And I'm gonna go for a Wish, because all I need to do is just go for Wish, then let his Gastrodon kill me the turn I wish. So what I'm gonna do is actually go for a Toxic first, because I think I actually outspeed his Gastrodon, or maybe it's a speed tie, I don't quite remember. Let's see what happens next. I do go for Toxic because I probably know I was faster, because I run some speed EVs on Alomomola just to creep stuff like this, and I'm able to get a Wish before I die, and this means that my Entei will be able to come in for free, get a kill on this Gastrodon or whatever he decides to switch into, and get myself back to full entirely. So this is gonna mean that I can easily take a not close combat, fuck, a Sucker Punch from Bisharp, even if he gets a critical. But critical will probably take me out after the recoil I'm gonna have to do because of the Rotom Cut, which is standing right there with a healthy amount. I think it's like 87%. I think he only switched in once to Stealth Rock. So I'm able to kill off this Gastrodon. I'm gonna go back to full, and he's gonna send in his Rotom, which is a smart play because I'm gonna get some damage up on myself due to Flare Blitz. And as you can see, I'm gonna live this with 81%, and his Bisharp Sucker Punch does 44. So had he got a crit, he probably would have won the game. Well, definitely would have won the game. But what really clinched the game for me was him not switching out into Gastrodon on my predicted waterfalls against his Bisharp while he was setting up. I mean, it was a more conservative play, because had he taken out my Alomomola, the game would have been his because of all the recoil I would have to take because of fucking whatchamacallit, Sucker Punch damage and recoil from Flare Blitz. That meant I would probably be locked into extreme speed for that reason, and I would fail to kill the Rotom. Plus, he probably would have been able to take 1 or 2 hits. I'm not sure. And the game would have been overall different. I don't know about the outcome, but this was still a very interesting game. I'm sorry if I'm grasping a lot. I don't know why I just didn't like narrate smoothly this time. I don't really know, and I'm just really here to say that I am going on vacation for the probably a second 2 weeks, like until the end of September. I probably won't be uploading because I don't have the computer, because it's a fixed thing, not a laptop, and I'm probably not gonna have internet either. So be sure to expect my next upload in the next few weeks, and yeah, later, guys.